What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the blue color, playing as Set. His name is Tigerboss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Kronos. His name is Yoshii. Game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Can Tigerboss make a comeback here or not is the big question on everyone's lips. We see the vast focus opener here from Yoshii trying to get around the map with his oracles. This is kind of a new build order to some degree. You put your villager onto wood first, and that way you can get yourself hunting dogs and then focus straight away and still have your villagers training and still get a 4:30 advance time. As Yoshii's searching around. The reason for this is he is searching for where the priest is, and he's going to attempt to pick that one off. He just barely missed that, I think, with that oracle. And the reason why this is good is you can get yourself the villagers onto the gold, and you can deny the Set priest a whole lot of hunt conversions here. But it seems to me that this map is... No, it's got a little bit of hunt. It's a pretty barren map in terms of hunt, though. But Theris is going to be enjoying converting these bears here as the game continues on. Yoshii is also chopped an entire tree down, and now he's on gold. So this is interesting. So maybe he is going for the fast oracle hero strategy that Soup has been popularizing of late. Though this one being heroized is maybe not as efficient because it's only got 83 HP. Interesting question. If when you heroized a unit, that unit went back up to full HP, how would you feel as the Atlantean player? Would that be too broken? Probably would be too broken, wouldn't it? All right, let's see how things are going to go. Relic on the map here. We do have the Wedget Eye, minus 10% myth unit, food, gold, wood cost there. Over here, we've also got the Pygmalion statue, plus 40% hit points. So very good relics on the map for the time being. As Yoshii finishing up his hunt in the main base. Both players are going to be able to get a decent advance time here. Most likely, as Yoshii's scout going to get cleaned up by this very speedy 4.5 speed, 3.15 damage per second bear. As the temple coming up here. And it looks like there is a monument coming up. A little bit short on the food at the moment. He should be okay, though, for like a 3:16 or a 4:30 advance time. Definitely not going to be hitting that 402, but there's nothing wrong with that. And I guess what the question is what sort of strategies do you actually need to go here as Kronos? Personally, I feel like this matchup is pretty favored for Set. As we do see the deconstruction over there, that's not really going to do all that much. But obviously it slows down Theris a little bit, but he just needs to put the temple up 40 seconds before he hits the 45 seconds before he hits the classical age, he should be fine. But I feel like this is a little bit favored of the Set. Set has got, you don't need that many villagers on that, but Set's got Anubis, which is really good against Atlantean with the Anubites jumping around causing a lot of chaos. Set's also got, what's it called? Spirit of Mart. When you go net, these making your priest cost only 70 gold, which are really, really good against Atlantean as well. And Set also has got access to rhinos, which are incredibly strong to boot there. So lots of different options for the Set player to go for. And we'll see what he's going to go. But Yoshii, Kronos, on the other hand, super late advance time. Well, not super late. One extra villager advance time. We're a little bit off meta to some degree. It looks like is he going for a town center? What is he going for? Does he have upgrades? No upgrades coming through. I'm not sure what he's actually going for in this game, but he's going to have a little bit more economy than normal, but his units are going to be a little bit slower to come out. As we do see the walls coming up here, this is not what I would like to see from a wall. You have this position here. Make the wall in front of the tower so that he can't kill the tower when you're shifting Sans' units into that. Obviously, Theris is very, very accustomed to being on the other side of this matchup, playing either against Ra or against Set as Aranos. But not really on the other way, on the other side. So he knows the weaknesses of his god, but does he know how to abuse them is the big question. As this bear comes through, getting shanked, shot down by the citizen here. Shifting Sands? Shifting Sands is in. Oracle Heroes getting converted. Citizens retreating away. No problems there. He actually uses the Oracle speed there to speed walk the citizens away from that position, as this villager out in the middle of nowhere going to be a little bit difficult to keep alive here, as these Oracles here just get absolutely murdered by the priests and the animals. Just the path blocking is so strong there. As a counter barrack's going to be coming up, this citizen will need to sit idle for a little bit here. But I mean, in the end here, does this even matter? Is this even a big problem for Yoshii? There's so much damage to Tigerboss's own economy here in this game, as the villagers come over and they're going to drop that settlement over there. This Oracle getting pushed back, and we see the Terma starting up here for Yoshii. He's role-playing as Uranos here. It's not an awful way to start out in this matchup, but it is a little bit risky. As the army moving forward, can Yoshii win this fight or not? He does have these citizens here. He can use those to get some damage done. Yoshii isn't even trying to fight. He's just getting absolutely caught out. So much damage onto these Promethean offsprings here. But Promethean offsprings, they can dodge all of the projectiles of the priests. So that can go really, really well there. Yoshii could also drop his units out and start to try and pick off these guys. But this is now starting to look like it's getting some serious damage done, as Theris needs to consider retreating away as more units are starting to come through for Yoshii. This means nothing else is going to go well here for Theris on this attack. As the town center is now coming up for Theris, one monument. He is set. I would recommend eating herdables in this matchup, or eating huntables, eating your set huntables in this matchup, on this map. You can also go for a barracks and go for some slingers here as well, but definitely eating gazelle here is going to be a really important thing as well. As we see the town center coming up for Yoshii after all is said and done. No surprises there. He went very smartly onto these Terma. He doesn't need to keep building Terma either. He can stop that completely. He can go for a third town center over here. He can rush the heroic age. He's got a couple of pigs left in its main base, so he will have to farm those. So maybe it's not the best idea to do that. Well, he does have the berries on this position, as the citizen over here gets heroized. But as is always, if the citizen gets heroized, he goes idle for whatever reason. I don't know. But Yoshii was trying to be smart there. Instead, he's been hit. Is he moving over for another town center? He must be. Do you go for the form one here or over here? Questions. As the village is getting targeted down here, these Promethean offspring of Kronos. This is really the advantage of Kronos. If anybody is like, why would you ever want to go Kronos over Uranos? Well, there's two reasons. One is the time shift, which is quite good. But Promethean offspring and also Satyr, with the bonus speed that comes through for Kronos, 6.05 speed for the Promethean offspring is a big deal, because it means they can dodge arrows of the towers. You can get in, you can raid your opponent under their towers here, hit this line over here, hit this over here really easily. It can be really good. As the citizen come over to this town center, and they do start that one up. Town center up here just about to be finished up. Yoshii will need a ton of food right now. And he is starting to put farms down. He doesn't have husbandry, but he probably will get plow in relatively soon here, I assume. And he's just going to have to continue pumping out those Terma, or just pump nothing out and just go for farms for a little bit, I guess. As this priest over here going to get chased down. Oracle hero with 4.8 speed does some good damage, but there is a weakness to having a slow animation cycle. I think it allows the priest to get further away from you, because I think this takes a little bit longer than, say, a hoplite would take to attack. As the priest gets back into the main base, Oracle gets pushed back, and now where to for Yoshii? Plow coming in for both players, farms coming up all over the place here for Theris, and for an Uranos player, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's gotten some decent farms here. For those of you who want to learn the correct way to place farms, I encourage you to watch a Ra player most Ra players understand the windmill formation, which is 12 farms surrounding a town center. You get 3 starting from the even edge going around the other way. Wait, is that right? And then you put a farm here, and then you go here, 2, 3, and then you go here, 2, 3, and then you go here, 2, 3, and you get 12 farms. As we see the third town center up for the Kronos, and he's going to be able to pump those citizens out. Lots of villagers on wood at the moment. The great thing about Kronos and Atlantean is that the citizens don't have a drop-off point. So you can easily just take them off this berry bush, put them over onto this tree, and then be taking villagers in your main base off of wood and put them onto farms next to the manors that are in your main base or next to the sentry tower that's in your main base. It can work out really, really nicely for you. He's also got some berries over here that he can eat, which should be very useful as well. We do see him actually going for the gold mine. This kind of a farm, though, I don't like as much because it's still a ways away from getting to that town center. So you might lose that citizen to a raid. As it looks like Theris here, armory coming up, villagers retreating off the gold mine. He does have some gazelle in his main base, not wanting to spend any of that favor on those gazelle. He did get Shadoof, so his farms were cheaper. Obviously, not taking full advantage of the set bonuses here in this game, but he will be able to get to the heroic age here eventually. Though I imagine Yoshii was going to get there first. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. I'd love to see like these villages have gone onto wood and just put farms on this town center, because then you can go for Contarius here or go for destroyers or something like that. There's the army for Yoshii swinging in, going to be taking down this villager on this position. Another villager going to be getting cleaned up there as well. And Yoshii going to be retreating back away from this position. Rhea on the way for Yoshii. So not going for those Satyr. This is interesting. Like, obviously, Rhea's really good to kind of make a timing push or something, which obviously Yoshii can do. He can also time shift that temple forward. But the Satyr are just so good. 3 town centers, 67 favor, not really building that many Prometheans. So much favor in the back to spam those Satyr. Super, super hard for an Egyptian player to deal with them. Yes, you can build priest, but the priest gets absolutely wrecked by Arcus. So you see a military barracks coming up for Yoshii over there. And Rhea on the way, but what's going to happen here? Hand axe is on the way as well for Yoshii to get himself that little bit of extra stuff. Military barracks getting dropped down. So many resources here for Yoshii. He's going to go for a 4th town center. I would have liked to have seen the timing, maybe a faster Mythic Age, but if you can do it, you can do it. As the heroic age is now in for Theris, and look at this, mark it down. The problem for Tigerboss, for Theris here, he's only got 1 monument, and if he wants to spam out Animals of Set, or he wants to spam out Avengers, he's not going to have the favor to really do it. Yes, he's got 42 favor in the bank, but that's just not enough. As we see a Ford Palace here, that's a better idea. Ford Palace, does he have a market? A market coming up in the corner of the map can start that trade route. And here's the thing. Does Set or Kronos win the late game? We haven't really seen that all too much. Time shifting Kronos causing lots of problems. Egyptian, but with Set economy not being the strongest. Which one's better? Like no access to Thoth or Osiris. He has access to Thoth, excuse me. No access to Osiris for the extra pharaoh. No access to the empowering of priests. No access to the Bast technologies. Set's economy very, very weak. But Kronos, he's Atlantean. So who wins the late game? We'll have to wait and see, because these guys are playing towards it very, very hard, as we do see the Oracle coming into the corner of the map. And yet again, this is something that we see quite a bit. Yes, Theris wants the market up, but more importantly is walls to defend your trade. That should be the first thing you do when you send a villager over here most of the time. A quarry coming through for Yoshii. He's got himself the palace up. He's got the destroyers coming up. He doesn't want to get this town center until he starts some llama caravans. He's doing the Atlantean economy exactly perfectly in this game. You don't want to get your full town center until you get a handful of llama caravans. Otherwise, the auto queue or whatever is just you're not gonna be able to afford it. And we do see Helios as well. Surprised to see Helios. I think that the other god, as we see the chariot archer coming through, that's gonna be cleaning up a town center here, it seems. What? Did he just time shift the farm? Where did he time shift it to? That's hilarious. Obviously you could time shift farms, but wow. Town center down. Yoshii going to drop a palace here. This is smart because obviously an Avenger can come through and cause some problems, but there will be a trader eventually here to deal with that. As the unit's pushing forward, looking to attack this town center. Helios is coming through on this one. So Yoshii needs to take that fight there. Town center over here going up as well. As every town center on the map is important, but this one here going to be good. Farms getting moved back across the map there as well. As the village is going to be repairing this town center up. We see fortified town centers started for Theros shift ancestors getting dropped down somewhere on this position here to take this out. The village is going to attempt to retreat away from this position. Whether or not they can or not is the big question. Jumps back into that town center. 5 citizen here as the army of Yoshii waiting along. And we see Secrets of the Titans coming through for Tigerboss. Can he take the town center down before Helios comes in? I feel like if you see this Helios come through, you got to cancel that Secrets of the Titans. You're not getting it up. There is no chance, no way in the world do you ever get that one up. As the town center down, 700 HP. Fortified town centers at 65 HP, ladies and gentlemen. 90% of the way through. The town center is very, very close to going down. Trader comes through, and immediately there, Yoshii is going to be dropping that one in. The army coming in here to take these units out. Village is desperately trying to repair this one up as the rhinoceros are starting to come through. The Pharaoh does manage to take out that traded Avenger there as well. As the town center is in, Helios is through. Secrets of the Titans still is coming through. Theros not taking his foot off the pedal with that one, not canceling that one, and just going for a different sort of way there. And I don't know if this is going to be all too good for Tigerboss because, like I said, Vortex is in for Yoshii in this game. As the Animals of Set still trying to take the buildings down, but Animals of Set, they have 50% reduction in damage against buildings for whatever reason. Animals of Set can't kill buildings, that's fine, it's fine. But the village is repairing this one up. It looks like these units will get taken out, and because, well, actually there's so many resources in the bank here for Theros at the moment. Town center in the main base going up. Any attempt from Yoshii to just build some siege, build some myth units here and just get himself what he needs. We do see the Murmillo, they're able to sneak through. And obviously, Ferris can't drop he can't drop the Titan Gate because the units are just going to run in here and vortex onto this. So the Titan Gate now going up. Will we see any units coming through? Obviously, those Contarius can just run straight in there. And is that what he's going to be going for is the big question. We do see a cheeky little military backs coming up to this position. I love this. This is exactly... Yoshii is the perfect player to play Kronos because he has got so much late game knowledge that he understands how good this sort of time shift is. And he's going to be using it really well in this game. Mark it up in the corner as well. 8 llama caravans only. I wouldn't mind seeing some more there. Any attempt, we see a Behemoth. Behemoth is not the unit to build. Behemoth gets 400% bonus damage versus buildings. I'm not sure he gets that bonus versus the Titan Gate. You want the Hecagigantes. So we're seeing Fire Siphons coming out here for Yoshii. Prometheans coming out as well. Why not? I'm confused about this army composition here. Units coming back in onto this position to take out this town center. As obviously, Yoshii doesn't really... Well, Yoshii has to attack this. He has to defend this somehow. Champion Axemen are in. Medium Arcus getting some good damage done. Titan is now up to 45%. I'm surprised that this is getting as much value as it is. It shouldn't be. He should have been killed off immediately with a Vortex, and there's no walls up. There's easily sneak in here. Fire Siphon sitting in. No Hecagigantes getting trained here. Promethean Offspring going to be making their dart in 6.05 speed to make that work. Is the army going to be retreating back? And obviously, Theris knows. Theris knows what's coming for him, but can he defend it? So the Promethean Offspring come through. Vortex coming in. Deconstruction onto the Migdol stronghold. Fire Siphon in onto this position. 11,000 HP, excuse me. There as the army going to attempt to take this position down. The question is, can they? As the Fire Siphon do a ton of damage here. Behemoth not able to get in onto this position either. The army all in here, clearing off a bunch of those villagers. The Axeman getting some good damage done. Titan Gate going down. 10,000 HP remaining. It doesn't look like it's going to be getting cleaned up here. No attempt at like a palace time shift or anything either. That'd be a good idea. Does he have the palace somewhere? Just time shift the palace in onto this position here. Wouldn't go astray. Is the Pharaoh in to get some good damage done against the Behemoth. Turns out the Behemoth does actually do a decent amount of damage against the Titan Gate after all. Well, does it? Yeah, it does about 100 damage or something. The Titan Gate still alive, down to 7,500 HP. And now Yoshii, will he try again? Hecagigantes this time, more Behemoths, more units popping out. Axe of Vengeance coming through though for Theris. That's going to help him break down this position. Another minute passes in that time that happened, and he's going to be able to time Vortex in here yet again. We see a Migdol stronghold getting dropped up to try and defend this Titan Gate. And the question is, okay, Contarius is sent out. More Prometheans getting built here for Yoshi. He's got 50 favor in the bank, but still not really making those Hecagigantes, which I thought would be the best way. He's now going to go after the town center here. And this might be the mistake here that Theris is making. He should have been sitting on this Titan Gate, because now the heavy Contarius coming back in, 11,000 HP yet again, as a whole bunch of units are about to make their way in onto this position. Vortex in, Hecagigantes up the wazoo here. They're going to be able to send the villagers packing there and push in. Not Toxotes, Arcus can snipe down the 24 HP Tutankhamun there as well. And I'm sure that Yoshii is going to be able to make that happen relatively soon here. No, not just yet. The army coming back. Will he be able to get back in and defend this position? There's the Pharaoh getting taken out as the army swinging around, taking villagers down here. Hecagigantes onto the Behemoth is onto this position. Hecagigantes pushing the units off of that Titan Gate. 10,000 HP now, as the army has managed to stop this. The question is, does Yoshii just go for his own Titan Gate here and continue to put this pressure on, or not? What is the real question? More Fire Siphons coming through. Can he take the Titan out or not? 6,000 HP remaining here, as the villagers getting pulled off the gold mine, wanting to keep this one alive. 4,000 HP. It's still going to be alive here. Is there a Vortex available? Not just yet. Can he get it back in here straight away? How many units does he have? 142. He is sending some Contarius forward to get line of sight. He's almost there. One more Vortex, and he might be able to prevent this Titan Gate from coming up. There's the Contarius swinging around. He needs to wait. He's getting himself, Yoshii getting himself engineers this time for the final push. He's got his Vortex back. And Theris, yet again, moving out. He's going to attempt to block. You could put walls around here if you're really worried. Walls around here would be a good stop. A good way to prevent this from happening. 50% of the way through. Yoshii's at 167 population. Send the Contarius in. Now Theris is in the right spot. He's in the right frame of mind now. But can he hold on? There's now four Fire Siphons, a Hecagigantes, 2 Behemoths, and a whole bunch of Contarius coming in. And I think that Yoshii has taken too long here. Halo of the Sun going to be coming through as well. Champion Archers, Champion Cavalry to boot here. He's got to send, and he does send the Contarius in. He will be able to drop that Vortex, but the Titan Gate is back up to 80%, ladies and gentlemen. As the Contarius making their way in, Theris going to attempt to body block here, but these Contarius, you can run around this way very, very simply, as there's a very, very easy way through. Chariot Archers still getting that in, and he does get the Vortex in. It's in a bit of a weird place. Titan Gate at 95% here as the army comes in. Fire Siphon immediately targeting this one down. Can he clean it up? It's really high on the HP. The army is going to be defending this one nicely, though. Heavy Champion Contarius here are really, really good. Meanwhile, Palace up on this position as well as the Behemoth coming through. 2 Behemoth onto the Titan Gate at the moment. 1 Fire Siphon down. The army slowly starting to fall. Villagers getting pulled off here to try and take down the Fire Siphon. There's a Pharaoh over here. You need to get that one onto the Behemoth. Titan Gate down to 6,000 HP now. 5,000 HP. It's dying incredibly quickly to these Behemoths. 1 Behemoth down. These Fire Siphon are going to be falling. It looks like it is not enough here for for Yoshii. 1 Behemoth, 300 HP remaining, 2,500 HP. The Pharaoh going to be able to take this one down and does end up finishing it. Theris is safe here. He gets his Titan up. He's denied all of those attempts. But this has been a very, very long time that Yoshii has been on 4 town centers, ladies and gentlemen. What next? He's going after the main base. He's still got some time. He can still put pressure over here if he wants to try and take out that location. He's still got time shift if he wants to. Time shifting like Palace is into this position. Running in here with all of his units. Time shifting a Palace to help out. Was not used on any one of those vortexes, which is probably the best usage of vortex, is trying to combine everything he possibly can. As he's also getting Levy Palace units. How the armory upgrades looking. Full bronze here. Theris is also basically full bronze as well, so not really as far behind as one might think, but he doesn't have any trade route set up, and we've got the Palace up here blocking this position in. It's the Fire Siphon pushing through here as well. Champion Infantry coming through for Yoshii as well, though all of these Axemen are a little bit challenging to take out in this game. There's another Palace is coming up. And what's the plan here for Yoshii? How do you beat a Titan without a Titan as Kronos? Well, you can just ignore the Titan for one. That does work. Because your opponent, obviously, not very much gold, not any trade, going to be in for a difficult position. Yoshii cannot really make a ton of heroes. He's only got 43 favor, and I don't think he's gotten this upgrade either, the Heart of the Titan, so that one's not that important because he's kind of got infinite resources to a degree here with all of his citizen and all of the llama caravans. Is Yoshii going to be moving forward with his fanatics, trying to cause some problems in here? 90% for that Titan Gate, just about to come up. These villages have been idle for so long. 28 villagers idle there, basically for the past, I don't know, 5 minutes. There's the hometown center now under attack. Contarius coming through. Pharaoh going to be getting taken down as well really quickly by Yoshii. Great focus fire on that one. Town center almost down, but Architects is on the way. That might come through in time. It's going to be close, 90%. No, it doesn't come through the town center. Falls there. Titan is out, but is it too little, too late? Ladies and gentlemen, as the Fire Siphon pushing in, going to be taking down the watchtower over there. Hecagigantes is going to be taking down all these units to boot here as the villagers retreating away over there. And the Fire Siphon coming in, going to take out these units. We do see the Titan roaming around. Will push up onto this town center or not is the big question. How can he survive this one? Obviously, Titan can kill off human units really, really easy. Horns of Consecration coming in. This upgrade, I once thought wasn't that good, but in actuality, it's actually pretty decent. This upgrade actually pushes your favor up more than you might think. More than you might think. Especially if you've got 4 town centers. The house going down over here. And what else can Theris do? He's got a Titan, but one Titan and nothing else is nothing else. It's just a Titan. 96 population, mostly in terms of villages. A handful of military units out. No, probably no military units out, because that's 70 population. He's got 20 population worth of military somewhere on the map. And it's dropping rapidly. So Titan going to come in and take this town center down. I'm not sure that Yoshii's going to care all too much about that. And there we go. Tigerboss does end up tapping out in that game. And Yoshii gets the win 3-0. Tigerboss trying a little bit too hard to commit to that Titan. When he saw that Helios, he probably could have cut the Titan, gone full upgrades, and just tried to play and push for a town center with his own tornado. Or he course he tornadoed the main town center there, but probably could have pushed for his town center back and then tried to defend the vortexes like normal and then gone for the Titan a little bit later. But what a game here from Yoshii. He played it really nicely, slowly, methodically, and he just stopped the town center from, not the town center, the Titan from going up over and over and over again. Gets the sweep in this one, winning 3-0, going on to the round of 8, gets his extra life for the tournament. If you guys enjoyed this game, enjoyed this tournament, enjoying all of this series and all the things that come with it, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.